Mhm.
many times WMS implementation, many times ERPs implementation. So that's it.
Perfect. That's awesome. That's really great. So, and what does a group warehouse manager usually do at your positions? If you can kind of tell me, like, what did you have to do? What was your duties? Just so we have a little bit more understanding for people who don't know what this role actually involves.
Okay, let's talk about first what is the objective from the warehouse.
Perfect.
Because many people think about that the warehouse is just a place to store the books, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not really right, because
Interesting.
it is when we're talking about the balance sheet. Okay, where is the big cash? If you
Mm-hmm.
look forward, if you look for this, it will be inside the warehouse, not in the bank. The real cash in the warehouse. So
Mm-hmm.
it is very valuable, important department to care about it. So we're talking about we take care the money of the organization. So that's my
Exactly.
rule. It's big responsibility, and that's it.
That's it.
Okay. Uh, Another thing, when
Mm-hmm.
we talk about the warehouse, it is a growth driver. Okay, for what? For the business. It is competitive weapon. Okay, to maximize the value of the companies.
Right.
Okay, so if we balancing between demand and supply, okay, you will get very efficient warehouse. That's my core business. Exactly.
Perfect.
How to balance this kind of product, especially when it comes by millions of units, millions of SQs. It's huge numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, if I will share with you two golden advices coming from my current CEO, Engineer Tariq Abu Bakr. Okay, he's founder for Fridal. First
Perfect.
one, yeah, he's talking about that if you need to control the company, you have to control the warehouse, because 80% of controlling the company to control just the warehouse. Why? The warehouse, how to deal with any department. He dealing with operating with purchasing team, with production team, with sales, with customer service, with finance. So if you control all of this,
Mm-hmm.
control all, you design the warehouse based on data, not based on your minds. You have to look at to ABC classification. You
Mm-hmm.
know means what? So the flow of the operation can make lean operation, or another side, it's very complex if the workflow is not good.
Right.
Okay, that's about this point.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. Perfect.
Mm.
Interesting points. And what about the racking? So just like you wanted to expand on that a little bit, it's like its own discipline. How do you actually decide what's right for a given operation?
Okay, why you put the rack inside the warehouse?
Why? To
Yeah,
optimize, in my personal opinion. But I don't deal with racking as much as based on your opinion.
yeah,
So
exactly, exactly. You are right. Okay,
I got
uh, if we have a one room and put everything inside the room, how to
it.
find anything? You cannot. Okay,
Exactly.
so if you segregate it well and make aisles, okay, you can find it easily. Okay, about
Mhm.
racks, there is a different rack solutions. There
Yeah,
is selective racks. Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
agree more. Okay, and on the similar topic, where would you say the most time and accuracy actually gets lost in the whole operation that we just talked about?
Actually, I think in picking operation.
Yeah.
So because you're receiving as a bulk, but picking, maybe carton picking, maybe pallet picking, maybe piece picking. So it's done on the company which work on.
Hmm. Okay.
So with cycle counting and stock take, you can accurate your very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that as well. On the
Yeah,
picking and the stock taking, yeah, takes a lot of time. I feel you in
yeah.
that. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Okay. Um, Now on some of the pain points that you've seen, where like some patterns that you know you've seen across multiple warehouses, but they don't get fixed. What would you say that the biggest one? Like for example, like an operation or just some issue that nobody like they see it, but they can't really resolve it.
Um,
Could be anything at all.
can you give me example for can answer to you?
Sure,
Because
yeah.
every,
Like for example, I've worked at a warehouse. I've been digitizing, automating warehouses for the past 10 years as well. And one thing I've seen is that, for example, the paper-based kind of situations, like the manual input. Let's put it like that, not the paper,
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I've seen them use like very.
Place for everything and everything in its place.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah,
Again, yeah, there's a place for everything and everything in its place. So
right.
we were working in this rule and taking care of this exactly what you imagine the ground floor looks like. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. So if you put this rule inside the mindset, everything it will be easy after that. You can automate directly.
I see.
Okay. Uh,
Very well said. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
That was it on that? Because I thought you had some other train of thought.
Yeah. Let's take some example.
Sure.
Uh, if we put some new system on the people, it should train the people very well. Okay. Every function. It is not pay for WMS or pay for to put automation on the warehouse. And we say that I have full automation warehouse without train the people. Okay, you cannot get any result because you know the three sides of triangle for to achieve any goal. You have to look at the place, you have to look at the people, you have to look at the tool. Okay, the WMS is the tool, and the warehouse is the place, and the other side is the people. So we
Right.
have to look at the people very, very well. Yeah,
I see. Very well said. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I've heard that a couple of times actually, because there's a lot of times that it's either a communication barrier or just lack of proper training. Where the good system, which was actually very well thought of for that SOP, like just like how you mentioned, but they didn't really invest enough time to teach that system to the actual workers, on the who are doing things on the floor,
yeah.
and then they just completely go back to their old ways because they didn't see the value on the actual floor level.
Final product warehouse with this batch and sell it to the client with the same batch. So from end to end, we tracking any item.
Right.
This for manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
Another example, when I work in retail sector, okay, you know there is a lot of stores and millions of items sold every day. So how they can order the item from the distribution center? We integrating the WMS with POS. Okay,
Yeah.
so we creating a system. It's called sell one get one.
Yeah.
So when the item sold from the store itself, the system automatically replenishment order in the warehouse. So there is cut off time. Then the warehouse keepers start directly to pick the order without come back to anyone. It's
Mm,
automation.
yeah.
Okay. Any question I have?
Yeah, no,
Let's.
that was good. Yeah, if that's it, that's perfect. I was just wondering if you keep on going with it because you have like a train of thought, and then I don't want to interrupt, So
Yeah.
that was
So
good.
excuse my language because
Oh,
maybe
you're
I'm not talking
really
well,
good.
but
No, no, don't even think about that.
I'm
No, it's
focused
really good.
on the core of business.
Yes, no, very
Yeah.
wonderful. It's good. I completely understand it. All the terminology, I'm totally up to
Yeah.
date, up to speed. So don't worry, I'm
I
good.
think the audience, if not working in the warehouse, but maybe understand the terminology.
It's not expected, and you saw, wow, that actually got improved as well.
Yeah, sorry, the question again. I don't get your point.
Yeah, no
Sorry.
problem. So after a couple of rollouts, so when you've seen like people going from manual or just upgrading the automation system, could be WMS, could be ERP, doesn't matter. Was there a time where you seen, or maybe your peers have told you about that the automation actually delivered something that was not on the original business case? So they didn't expect that this is going to get improved as well.
Yeah, it's happened with me when we make some business review.
Oh,
It's come from the warehouse. You cannot imagine that.
yeah.
Uh, uh, we tracking the products, okay, as a top 20 and the top selling product and top customers from the WMS, not from CSR. Okay,
Hmm.
because we have all details. So we make some data analysis, okay,
Hmm.
and put it in business review, okay. So to yes,
Optimize it.
yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, just have just some closing questions. If you could give advice to a peer who is stuck. So, for example, if they said somebody came to you, said, "Okay, warehouse is a mess, our flow is broken. Where do I even start?" What would you tell them?
The French proverb: "Homme place pour chaque chose, and chaque chose has a place." Everything there
Yes,
is a place
yes,
for everything, and everything in its place.
very
If
well
we
said. I
take
like
this
that.
rule, if we take this rule, everything will be easy.
That's
For
awesome.
anything, for anything, for your home, for your house, for your mind, for
For your mind
everything.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
very nice. I like that.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And now, any kind of changes in the warehousing? Would you say, like from your experience, and it's 2026 now? What would you say really is shifting in this industry right now? Not like like the AI hype or anything like that. Like actually, you see it's okay. This is changing like rapidly.
It must, by the way. AI,
Yeah.
it's coming. Yeah, it
Yeah.
must. We have to transfer. You have to transform our mind to
Yeah.
can take care by business.
The only like the closing question I have is if you brought your back like 13, 15 years ago in your career before all your knowledge and experience now, what did you think about automation back then? Because it was just coming in, not a lot of people had like some SAP, ECC going on. Most people were doing
Yeah.
things manually. And yeah, like how did you feel about it then? And how did it change, to now after you had some implementations and stuff like that in the warehousing?
Actually, for me, it's not exist because I'm
Okay.
starting WMS from 13 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the
Oh,
first
exactly.
WMS in Egypt. This time,
Uh-huh.
so I'm one of the team member who's take TOT, train the trainer.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So I one of the team who's trained the people.
Oh,
So
I see.
yeah. So we cannot imagine that the too much fast growing in the technology.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays we're talking about